Russian invasion? Oh dear. Things do be crazy nowadays. Take me back to the time where there was lead in everything and the doctors prescribed cigarettes. Today we have some stories that show how wacky times were even before the internet fed news into our bloodstreams like an IV. To start, did you know that back in the 1950s there used to be a science kit that contained actual uranium? For anyone who watched the thousands of top 15 channels back in 2014, you'll probably know that this is the Gilbert Atomic Science Kit, which not only contained real uranium, but instructions on how to obtain more. Take me back to where kids didn't have to take apart fire alarms to get their supply of radioactive material. Speaking of melting faces, try this new paint. It glows in the dark. But oh no, kids, they were talking about radium paint, and it's radioactive as hell. In the early 1920s, there were a few factories that were using this paint and unknowingly exposing their women workers to its dangers. The women were instructed to use their lips to keep the paintbrush tips fine. They even used paint on their nails, teeth, and face since they thought the paint was harmless. But this couldn't be farther from the truth. In reality, the women in these factories suffered deadly radiation poisoning. At the very least, the survivors sued the company and won damages in 1939. The company came out with a message expressing their mistakes that went down in history for its simplicity and morality. Ayo, shit happens. Older people say the darndest things sometimes. Where's my pet tiger? My favorite snack is tree bark. I used to own a piece of Einstein's brain. Oh no, looks like Grandma's off her meds again. But wait, that last one might be true. Weirdly enough, the genius we all know as Albert Einstein had his brain separated into oodles of pieces spread across mainland America. This all happened due to a pathologist named Dr. Thomas Harvey stealing the genius's brain after his death in 1955. He supposedly took it for the sake of research, trying to figure out how this man could be so smart. Einstein's family was of course upset since it was against Einstein's own wishes to have his brain examined after his death, but also the fact of having a rogue doctor taking your family member's thinking meatball could also have caused some distress. Dr. Harvey soon lost his job and marriage after the brain robbery and fled out west. He would cut the brain into around 240 pieces to research and would give his friends pieces over the next many decades until a good part of the brain parts were recovered in 1978. How wacky. It seems that's all we have for today. Make sure to eat your vegetables and clean behind your ears and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in 2024.